Phil's closed the lids for the final time. He's finished. We've got all the spring wheat of 10 acre in a 16 ton trailer. So that's done bloody marvellous, hasn't it? Christ, finished with a low. We have had some good crops, we have had some terrible crops, to be fair. Wheat's let us down terribly. Winter barley okay, spring barley very, very good, spring oats very good, spring wheat, our agronomist said it's a waste of bloody time, and I agree with him, never again. And listening to other folks, some people say they've had some real good yields, but not on this farm, I'm afraid. Yeah, water damage and grass weeds and one thing and another has just taken its toll, so ready to press the reset button. We've got this Pico Veridis for sale, and we run one ourselves, but we run the XL, which is the heavyweight discs and stems and bearing. Well, they're just heavy, a lot heavier duty than the others. This is a 3 metre version. We run a 4 metre, but the disadvantage of ours is road work. We've had to build we've half built a trailer for it, and then we have carted it about with forklift to drop it in places to do jobs. But this winter we're going to finish our trailer. But this is for sale, and it's got new disc set back. I would say half, well, the difference between that and new, but there's loads of life left in them. They're about the size of ours, aren't they? But what we're doing now, we're just sort of, these have come out of a sale, so we've sort of washed them off, made sure everything's good on them, and we put them in, he's photographing them, and we'll put them on eBay and on our website, and sometimes on Marketplace. I think I'll put that on Marketplace. But they're a brilliant machine, they really are. We bought our 4 metre one to sell, and realised it made such a brilliant job and so fast that we kept it. But this is my sales spiel as well. But I ain't bullshitting you, they're marvellous things. So anybody wanting it, God, I don't know what to value it at. 2.8 it can go at, 2,800 quid, and it's very cheap. You find one as good as cheap, I don't think you will. Yeah, £2,800 it can go at. Yeah, Sexy Fingers by, he was keen for this, and next minute I knew it was on our account. In that stormy weather, we had a bloody great willow tree come down. Anyway, we butchered it up at yon side and tucked it in Beck Bank, and we've dragged this out with the big tractor, so we can sort of butcher it out here. And what we'll do, we'll take it down to the field where the chipper lads come, and they'll chip it up in winter or spring, because there's another one to do. There's another one, looks very fragile. It's going to go over in next stormy weather, but this is where the Westerwold grass was, and it's don't know whether we've killed it or what, but it's absolutely it's done in. You know, it says, I don't know whether we've poisoned it with slurry or what, but we've noticed, and we hadn't had mushrooms on farm for a lot of years. It's full of mushrooms, so where they've come from, I don't know, but massive amount of mushrooms coming through. Yeah, that's on job list. We're going to take that tree away, and then I don't think it's even worth mowing this. Desiccate it off, top it, and get ploughing and get it shouldered over and get it in with wheat, because we've had quite a flush of grass weeds and it's taken it out, and I think we're going to have a fair kill, and it might just work for us, you know, having a 1 year laze, get a maximum amount of grass off it, and straight in with wheat. It won't be a real clean outcome. There's probably going to be black grass coming our wheat, but we'll grow a crop among that blackgrass, alongside the problem, if I'm making any sense. But yeah, a bit disappointed about the grass, I don't know. But we watered it to try and trigger it to life, and that didn't work. You know, I run irrigator down this end of it, and that never worked, so a bit disappointing. That was a waste of time.
This problem area always suffers from eelworm when it goes in the winter, so we're sort of boosting the soil fertility up, putting a mixture of compost and 40-yard muck on. I'm round up in land for well, next stage is drilling with wheat, and quite disappointed how much blackgrass and rubbish has grown. Not a lot of anything really. It's been sort of bone dry, and I think the plant's dormant. I think the blackgrass plant's dormant. It didn't trigger into life, but it's going to get drilled, I'm afraid. I was talking to an agronomist on Saturday. Oh, you're too early, you're this and that, but get 2 inch of rain up here, you'll never come back to it. Well, if it gets drilled with a bit of dust behind drill and you don't paddle it, it leaves it more open, and water goes through it. But then you'll get a flush of blackgrass. But let's hope our chemistry choice this year will cane it a bit more. That was the last field we combined, and did very well actually. It won't drill till fairly late, but the drippy spring kept it going, and it filled up nice and did near on 3 tons, so we're very, very happy with that. 3 ton of spring barley on our land is very, very good. But we've worked it with solo, and we'll roll it when we get a chance. Oh, while we're on the subject of rollers, we're in the desperate need of a set of rollers, preferably 8-9 metres, but I would buy 12s, 10 or 12s, and big diameter rings, but beggars can't be choosers at this stage, because ours, I don't know whether they'll see us through. They're getting very tired, and we've got a lot to roll, so anybody with a set of rollers what is surplus or requirement, give us a shout. Very interested. We turned the stars out this morning and they went straight through the wire. They ended up over there, and over there. You know, for very, very tame breed of cattle, they just run, you know. Anyway, they ended up coming back home, and we thought we'd trained them to the electric fence in the yard which we weaned them into. Anyway, they were none the wiser really when they saw it, and they went straight through it. But they did bolt out of their corral, which we tipped them into, straight through wire, and anyway, we got them back in and they've settled. But we didn't really want them into that Westerworld. We had a fence across here, we were just keeping them in this small area. But anyway, we've just had to give them it until they settle down, and then we'll put a wire across here to contain them in here. But we've got it on the mains. We've got, not on a battery, it's on the mains is our energizer, and I got a crack off it this morning. Oh god, it's something, it nearly leveled me, it did. So yeah, don't play with it. Yeah, look, grand, they've settled down quite nice, but I just start going in now, because if they start to bolt, it's wrong time of day to be chasing cattle. Sexy Fingers has just picked this up, and I don't know, we can't seem to get the electrics working. We haven't really got time, and to be fair, silage season's about gone anyway, so I ain't that bothered about it. We'll sort of park it up and put it on winter job list for next spring, but it can go as it is.
It's a 1997 wrapper for round or square bales. A Kvernland UN 7655. We sold one at the beginning of the year, but that was a dog, to be honest. It was really rough. And this one's a peach, but we can't get the electrics to tell the solenoids what to do. But I mean, if we get it all up and running, working, it'll be nearly $4.5 to $5 grand. But it can go as it is at $3.5 grand, and I think it's an easy fix. I really do. We just can't get the box to tell the solenoids to open and shut, but mechanically she's mint. We didn't end up with what we wanted from the Euro auctions, but we did end up with this. We bought it the other day just for the convenience of making your own pipes up, and it was actually reasonably priced. And I bought a package off the fella of all sorts of fittings and one thing or another, what he thought he'd want and what he thought a farm would need. And he rigged us up with 20 metre of quarter 3/8 and a 1/2 inch pipe, but that little machine there will do up to inch twin core pipe, which is quite hefty stuff, and it's got all the dies with it to do different pipes. And yeah, as I say, give us a box of fittings. Well, he didn't give us a box of fittings, he sold us a box of fittings to get us going, just for the convenience. We're always forever busting pipes and putting joiners in and stuff like that, so I'm in charge of my own destiny now. It's only a cheap, well, it ain't a cheap one. It was quite expensive, but it's a good quality one. It'll last me my lifetime, well, that, as long as we don't drop it. And it's you can take the thing to the job as well. It's not like it's fastened in a van or on a workshop bench. You can, you know, if you can get to the pipe, you can do it on the machine. So yeah, I'll show you it going, and I'll give you. The fella delivered it, and he gave me and Ollie a lesson how to fix pipes. And bloody hell, if he was a school teacher, kids would be more interested, because he really made it easy to learn, you know. And he says, I'm going to teach you like a couple of kids. And yeah, fair enough. Yeah. Anyway, off we went, and we had our lesson, and it just sunk in straight away. But why aren't kids learning how to mend pipes and strip engines? I can't wait up. It's time that we need a change. Not everybody wants to sit behind a desk, and to be honest, someone sat behind a desk don't mend your car or mend the bus you want to travel in, or the train, or whatever, or make out, you know. We can't all sit behind desks. What do they do sat behind a desk all day? I can't not weigh it up. I was once on a double-decker bus driving by, and I looked into these offices and all these people on their computers, and I'm thinking, what are they actually doing? You know. But anyway. So, but yeah, I'll show you it working. But yeah, we went to Euro auctions, and we ended up buying nothing, because we went to see, like I said in the last video, I had to be brave to buy them, but the pictures never told the truth. And it was a set of fold-up rollers, 10 metre fold-up rollers, Dalbos. Anyway, they were as light as out. They were worn out. And I valued them at, well, off the pictures, I would have given 6 or 7 grand for them. But when we got there, Christ, it was so disappointing. I thought about 3 grand. Anyway, someone gave 5,200 for them, so plus buyer's commission. So there'd be a bit on top of that. But they weren't the rollers for me. But anybody with a set of rollers who surplus to requirement, 8.3 metres, NRHs, whatever. Beggars can't be choosers. Even a little set just to get me through this time. 10, 12 metres, whatever. Whatever you've got, give us a shout. And if you can organise some haulage fairly sharpish, we'll have a go like. Because as I say, I was very tired. They would do a little, but we roll a lot. We roll before drill, after drill, and bloody
on cultivations and one thing or another, and we just need something better. So, but yeah, we had tidy up in workshop, look. Christ, we just couldn't shift. Right, on that note, it's a short video. Bye for now. From a rough hard farm in East Yorkshire. Not so rough today.